The stroll, the tap. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Defense making the ball carrier work. Buddy Hield to Fox. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. James to Kyle Kuzma. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
De'Aaron Fox. Gets it in the left corner to Fox. It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open.
Pretty fortunate to get that kind of a good look with the shot clock winding down.
Lakers at the controls right now. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
Ball to James. Another McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. The shot almost ball. He'll run the offense. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Fox into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Cauley-Stein powers it through.
And a lot of people say that his offensive game has not caught up to his defensive game. But ever since the Kings have traded Boogie Cousins, it's allowed him to be one of the primary targets for them offensively. I really like his vision, and he's starting to play with that athletic ability on the O end.
Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Gets a look, can't hit. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47, but that was before the King headed out west. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
West is loaded, so if you don't get over 50, if you're the Lakers, are you still in the playoffs?
I think the Lakers will probably be a 6th seed. Yes, they will be in the playoffs this year.
Fires the 3. He'll force that one. No good. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Cauley-Stein to Hield. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. more people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. It's Sacramento ball. To Randolph. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. James. Rondo. His first effort off the mark. To Hield. Has a chance. A shot by Hield, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
The Kings will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. And a nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Counted.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Inside, he scores.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
It's LeBron. And it's Cauley Stein with the rebound. Fox with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Kyle Kuzma. To the rim, lays it up and in.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
De'Aaron Fox. Down low, Cauley Stein. And a throwdown.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
just inside the arc. At the buzzer, LeBron James. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. First quarter's complete. The Lakers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Los Angeles, they have it. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Kyle Kuzma. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Driving is Fox, but he can't get it to fall.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You hear a lot of talk about Donovan Mitchell, but Kyle Kuzma is probably one of the biggest surprises in the draft last year. Averaging around 16 points per game and became an all-rookie first team after being drafted 27th overall.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Slams it down.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
To Josh Hart. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, each won just 1 with the Lakers. Elgin Baylor didn't win any. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans because when you see the likes of Kobe or Michael Jordan, they won all their championships in the same city. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball. Into the game for the Kings. Number 00, William Cauley-Stein.
De'Aaron Fox. And finishes strong.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Beasley. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
De'Aaron Fox. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being...
And a put-back slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
De'Aaron Fox. The pass takes...
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox. And the rebound belongs to Sacramento. Fox across the timeline. They find themselves down 10. I missed a short one there.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Shot by Lonzo there, no good. Into the front court, it's Fox. trailing by 10. Short jumper stays out.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Player bios, team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for Sacramento, number 35.
Ball, pass to the rim. Around the perimeter. To Hield. Caldwell Pope. Off the iron. It came out.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Kings with the ball. To Hield. Has a look. Hield shot won't go. Caldwell Pope.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Sizing up the defense. Deep two there. Won't go. To Hield. 4-3. Not done yet. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ball into the front court. His team on top by 8. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Ah, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Caldwell Pope. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. To Hield. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
From 18 feet, at the buzzer, it's good, at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. That's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers have a comfortable lead after halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Kings were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Steals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Down for McGee. A lot of contact, no whistle.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Ball shot off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Ball. Nothing going here on that drive to Kyle Kuzma with a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
Just like Linsanity in New York, Kuzmania took L.A. by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Ball with it up top. Up by 6. To Kyle Kuzma. And the rebound taken in by Sacramento. To Fox. Shot from in close, no good. Caldwell Pope. No good. Defense catching a break there. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 1.
Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Lakers come up with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Inside, he scores.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Fox into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Runner's good there.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Ball. And throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
New blood coming in for both sides. Buddy Hield. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
LeBron James at the line. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Fox with it. His guy's down by 9. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Curling inside. No good, and no foul.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
The assist from number 5.
Ball to James. The pass taken away by the Kings. To Fox. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Kings have the basketball. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good.
Number 14, Brandon Ingram.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Nice pass to set things up.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
They work it to Randolph, down low. The big fella, Zach Randolph. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
James. Short jumper misses. LeBron into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. To Josh Hart. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
to Randolph. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Able to convert on both free throws. To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Got it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Josh Hart. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And the finish at the rim.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Randolph to Hield. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Shot from the lane won't go. Deep three at the buzzer. The quarter's concluded. The Lakers have the lead. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough make through traffic.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
It's the Kings now with the ball. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lakers have it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
LeBron James, now 3 for 9.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. To Fox. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
LeBron James at the line. First one goes down.
For Sacramento, number 35 and number 24, Buddy Hield.
And he makes them both. Kings with the ball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Beyond the arc for 3. Hield forced that one. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Fox across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. Gotta make those.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Fox. Across the timeline comes James. His team leads it by 10. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw try, off the mark. To James. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Sacramento ball. To Bagley. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Inside, he scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Changes coming from both sides right now. In the front court comes Rondo. His guys hold a commanding lead. James to Kyle Kuzma. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Kings have the basketball. Nice finish at the rim.
I got a chance to sit down with this kid before the NBA draft 2 years ago. One of the most intelligent, brilliant minds we have in the game. Very much reminds me of the way Rajon Rondo runs his slot.
And the finish, slam dunk.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Into the front court, it's Fox. His guys down big. To Hield. Gets it in the right corner. From long range, with that length, you can see why Marvin Bagley was picked second by the Kings.
You see, a lot of people can throw stats at you saying he's really not a three-point shooter. He only took less than 2 attempts per game in his year at Duke. But if you ever watch Marvin Bagley play at the Drew League, his game is built for versatility. He is a positionless player.
Fox into the front court. Down a bundle to Hield. Screen coming. Buddy Hield, deep right corner. To Hield. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. From the painted area, won't go down. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. To James.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
Ball. To Kyle Kuzma. James. To Kyle Kuzma. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
It's the Kings now with the ball. To Hield. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Fox with it. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Grabs the board. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers added a win with today's solid victory. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Check out the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Kings didn't get the victory they wanted. They can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Sacramento Kings.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Sacramento Kings. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jay.